Priscilla Prisasagiri is one of anime's most iconic characters, with an appearance and persona drawing heavily from both Western and Japanese pop culture. When it comes to physical appearance, Pris's influences are obvious. In her everyday clothes, Pris was based off Rachel Rosen from the film Blade Runner, but while performing, she wears a wig made to resemble her namesake, Pris, a runaway android also from the film Blade Runner. Pris was a biker, a rock star, and a fighter that showed no interest in romance. Besides her personality, another trait that made Pris stand out was her voice, provided by Japanese rock singer Kinuko Omori. Omori's voice was low and textured, due to her years as a rock singer, with one critic referring to her performance as, not the kind of voice you'd hear in an anime. Fans tied Omori to the character so closely that when producers planned to kill Pris, due to contractual conflicts with Omori's record company, fans protested, threatening to abandon the series if Omori was removed from the project. Because of Pris's role as a rock star and the close connection between the character and the actress, many might assume that Pris was in some ways based on Omori. However, this isn't the case, and surprisingly enough, the character that would become Pris was actually created 4 years before the release of the first Bubblegum Crisis OVA, when creator Toshimichi Suzuki was working with Tatsunoko on another anime. Mech designers Artmech had been workshopping ideas for what would become Mospeada as early as November of 1982. The series changed premises a few times before the success of Macross inspired them to make the series about a war between humans and aliens. As the series entered production, Tatsunoko was beginning pre-production on the Macross film Do You Remember Love? This brought a lot of talent into Tatsunoko's studio, with Mospeada's all-star crew including the previously mentioned Suzuki, mech designer and Appleseed director Shinji Aramaki, Final Fantasy artist Yoshitaka Amano, and future Ghibli composer Joe Hisaishi. The team described the plot of the series as an American road trip movie set to the backdrop of a war for the sake of humanity, culminating in a battle reminiscent of the storming of the beaches of Normandy. Due to the popularity of the Macross character Minmay, it was decided that the series needed its own female singer, leading to the creation of a character known at the time as Nora. The team also felt that the singer needed to stand out, as the show already had too many similar elements to Macross. Since Minmay embodied the girl next door archetype seen in most Japanese idols, the team based Nora after pop star Akina Nakamori. Akina Nakamori had only risen to popularity the year prior, but she made waves in the idol scene for her rebellious attitude, provocative lyrics, and distinct powerhouse voice. Nora would share the same spirit as Nakamori as a loner, a rock singer, and a biker chick. The use of Nakamori to differentiate the character from Minmay was also important because Minmay's real-world influence, idol Seiko Matsuda, was considered Nakamori's rival due to their contrasting personalities. Fans of Mospeada may have noticed a discrepancy, that in the final version of Mospeada, there's no character named Nora, and the role of the singer belongs to the character Yellow Belmont. In an interview conducted with the staff for the series re-release on DVD, Sukehiro Tomita, who was in charge of series composition, says that once he saw Yoshitaka Amano's design for the character Yellow, he knew that he had to be the singer. Yellow Belmont was originally planned to be an ex-military pilot, but the staff liked the idea of him being the musician so much that it was decided that the character would have dual identities, one of a man who used to be a soldier, and the other of a female musician. Nora remained a rebellious biker, but her name was changed to Hukayet Rose. Surprisingly though, despite having her status as a singer revoked, her finalized character sheet still lists her hobby as musical performance. Pris wasn't the only idea for Mospeada's development that Suzuki used in Bubblegum Crisis. Early designs for Mospeada's titular mech show the word police written across the side. This is because before the team finalized the premise, one idea Artmech was considering was for a show titled AD Patrol. AD Patrol would have been about cops in a futuristic city that rode around on motorcycles that would transform into their robot partners. These ideas were most likely the origin of Bubblegum Crisis' AD Police and Pris's Moto Slave. A year prior to the release of Bubblegum Crisis, Artmech released their OVA Gall Force, Eternal Story, which featured a similar character to Hukay and Pris.
The contact seat's over there.
The contact seat? Well, if you think I'm gonna sit and watch you look for what button to push to find out which way is up, think again, Red.
Just sit down and shut up.
The character Luffy wasn't a singer, but she was a biker chick and a rebellious loner, making her appear as a sort of prototype to Pris. Gall Force shared some staff with Bubblegum Crisis and Mospeada, including Mospeada's mech designer Hideki Kakenuma and Crisis' character designer Kenichi Sonoda. The OVA was even written by the man who made Yellow Belmont a star, Sukehiro Tomita. At the time of Gullforce's release, Suzuki was already working on Bubblegum Crisis, as he had been since late 1985. It was in December of 85, at the wrap party for Fight Ixer 1, that Suzuki met Junji Fujita, the founder of Yomex. Yomex was a subsidiary of Toshiba EMI, and when Fujita agreed to invest in one of Suzuki's anime projects, he gave Suzuki access to professional music talent and tons of money. With the support of Yomex, Suzuki was able to fully realize the rock and roll cyberpunk world of Bubblegum Crisis, producing an album of music for each episode, and securing Kiniko Omori in the role of Pris. As a result of the relationship between Artmic and Yomex, Suzuki was able to transform the character Pris from being just another Artmic biker chick to the fully fleshed out character Suzuki's team planned on making 4 years earlier.